They're pretty
It's
small.
happy tears. It's all good. It's all happy tears.
Okay.
Well, you all, I'm going to go on mute, but wanting to make sure everyone is okay with us recording this meeting this evening.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Going on mute.
So I just wanted, first of all, thank you all. I mean, I have a very entrepreneurial spirit, and I forget that the rest of the world does not tend to operate that way. So I can tend to be a little pesky about things that I want done. So I just thank you all for dealing with me in this whole process, because it was just it came on my heart literally when I moved back to Chicago, and I have not been able to get it off. It was not on the agenda, but clearly it was something that Greg wanted to happen, and just like as if he was here, my answer to Greg whenever he would ask is okay. So it was okay. It just became okay. And
Yeah.
but before we get started, if we just want to, so Imani knows everyone who's on the call, if everyone just wants to go through and just say who, say your name and your relationship to Greg, if there is one. And I'm Dawn, of course.
Well, if we go across the top, I'm Vanessa Hinton Williams. I am Greg's sister.
Hmm. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, wonderful. It's awesome to meet you.
Johanna.
Hi, Joanna Wheaton Dutt, and I'm with Children First Fund. So we're the philanthropic arm for CPS. So, the award check will be processed through us, and really privileged to be a part of this.
Hey,
Monique,
everyone.
go ahead.
I am Ms. Robinson. How you doing, Imani? Of course, we have worked closely
Hi.
all this year. The college and career coach for Phillips.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
hello, my name is Monique Moore, the CPS Scholarship Manager. Thank you for allowing me to join the call and be a part of history for the first annual woo woo Gregory T. Hinton Scholarship. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this day.
So
Yes.
I really wanted this to be just really informal, just Imani, so that you can get a glimpse of who Greg was, so that you know a little bit about why it was so important that this scholarship was created in his name. And then I'll give you plenty of time to jump in, and we want to hear from you, because again, you are part of a legacy now, and we're really excited about that, because now you're literally family, and we look out for our family members. But I met Greg, I want to say it was 2007. I had just started my business as an entrepreneur, and I met this very friendly man, and I told him that I was and I was so green. I was so green. It was, even when I think about it now, I was coming out the gate just like I didn't know anything. And I just started a business. I'd never taken a business course. I'm going to start a business. I started a business, and I was telling Greg, I was like, man, I just really want clients. And he was like, say less. And one of the really cool things about Greg was that not only did he support me, he supported a lot of just young professionals, from attorneys to entrepreneurs to recruiters to across the board. Greg's mentality was that if you're willing to try, then he's willing to help. And so one of the really great things about Greg was that he not only ushered me through the process of maturing and becoming a young adult, but he also got me in the room. And that's really important for young people to be in the room interacting with the folks that need to see your face, and you need to see their face, because even just going to a meeting, you don't realize all of the things that you pick up being in that space, let alone the networking opportunities. But you know the simple things on communication and showcasing yourself. And so when I moved to Houston, I kind of fell out of touch with him. And then I ended up working in the mayor's office when I was in Houston. And we were part of the bid for the Democratic National Convention back in 2020. We were doing the bid. And we had a really big event here in Chicago, and I invited him. And I just remember him talking about how proud he was of me, and how he was just so elated to see how much I had grown. And so coming back here to Chicago, I wanted to make sure that that legacy lived on, that it wouldn't just rest in a really great memory with me, but that I was doing everything that I could to pour back into young people. And I do. I have tons of mentees, and they call me and I call them, and it's just a relationship, because that's really what it is. And so I just wanted something a little bit more formal. And when I tell you that he loved his school, I mean, anybody who knows Greg knows how much he loved Wendell Phillips School. And so it was just a natural fit. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for applying, for being the first recipient, for your clear vision and due diligence to even apply for the scholarship. That deserves all of the acknowledgement, because you didn't have to apply and you tried, and that is what makes me really, really happy. So I'm going to stop there, because again, I'm prone to tears. I'm an artist and a Pisces, so that there's a whole lot going on there. But I wanted to just give you an opportunity to just hear from you, and any information that you wanted to share about yourself. We would just love to learn more about you.
Oh, thank you. Well, as you all know, my name is Imani Jones. I'm a Wendell Phillips graduate, and I'm actually joined here with my grandma. Say hi.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Um, well, I'd like to say a little bit about me. It's just that I'm just a young student who likes to do a lot. I like writing, reading, making stuff. I'm going to Northeastern Illinois University for communications and media and theater. And I'm just trying to get my hands on any little thing I can possibly do while I'm still young and able.
Well, you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, what is it that you're looking to accomplish with your studies in college?
Keep good grades. Get a job. Uh, uh, get a job.
Okay.
And what's your ultimate goal? What is it that you're like, if someone was to say magically, we can create the perfect job for you, what does that look and feel like for you?
A film director who can be the boss of my own type of stories. Yeah,
Wow.
I love
with
that.
with my aspiration of I love writing. I write all the time, making stories, drawing characters. I would love to be able to be a type of director so I can actually put the stories that I have in my head on a screen. It would be so cool. I also have a dream to be a voice actor. I love voice acting so much, voiceovers, loving cartoons. So that's another part of filming that I enjoy.
I love that so much. I love that you have so many interests, and my advice would be to touch all of them. Don't leave one out. Don't think that one is too small or too big, but definitely touch one of them. I don't want to, I'll go into a whole thing. I tell you, I'll just be chatting with you as if we're just on the call by ourselves. But I want to give Greg's family members an opportunity to introduce themselves and talk to you as well.
Oh,
I was on mute. So far, I'm the only one here. I think I'm not sure of the phone call there, that 312 number. I'm not sure if that's my brother, but he is coming home from work. So he's trying to get home to come on. And then Greg's son is hopefully Chris in California will come on too as well. They're both trying to race home to be a part of this. But Imani, it's just a joy seeing your face. And my brother is smiling down. He would be so proud of you now. I mean, he loved helping people, and especially our people. So I have so many memories, just a couple. When he got his first job as he worked for Jet. That's a little small magazine by Ebony. They used to Jet, and he used to work for Jet, selling jets on the street, to make money. And when he got his first paycheck, he took me out to breakfast. Now he's 5 years older than me, so he was about 10 and I was 5. And he took me to this restaurant called Kelly's Kitchen. And our breakfast was glazed donuts cooked on the grill, and a glass of milk. That was breakfast. And I thought I was in heaven. But he watched over me all my life, and I just come my tears. He loved pouring back into the next generation. He spent so much time with me, you know, when my school, Phillips, my school is Hirsch High School. We came downstate to U of I when he was at U of I, and we won the state championship in basketball. Hirsch did, but he was a student at U of I. And I was coming down on the bus, and he told me, now you make sure you sit on the front of the bus, not in the back, and I will meet you at the bus. So he met me at the bus when we got down there. All my friends, everybody was there. I had to sit with him. He was my chauffeur or my guardian. And I sat with him for the game. He sat there with me. But that's how he is. So he is watching over you now. He's a protector. I went to the University of Illinois because he went there. So I followed behind him. And my freshman year, I was 18. He had already graduated because he's 5 years older than me. But he took me down my freshman year and helped me sign up for all my classes during New Student Week. And all the other students were figuring out how to sign up for. I was just sitting there like, oh, okay, whatever he says. And he signed up all my classes for me. And he prepared me. He said, when you go down there, he says, I don't want to hear that you did any boys' homework. You're not working, you are working for yourself. You don't do anyone's home. I mean, he was like a father, and I had a dad. We had a dad, but he looked after me and took care of me. And that's the type of person, that Greg was, he was coming down to visit me. And then when I got married, before I got married, because I had 6 brothers, so he was number 3. But before I got married, my husband had to meet my brothers, and Greg met him and said, well, he sounds like a nice person. He said, let me take him on the basketball court. So he took him and he played basketball, and he wanted to see how he worked with people, what kind of person he was. And he played basketball with my brothers, and I was nervous, and he played basketball in high school as well, but he was a couple years older than me. So Greg came back, and I said, well, Greg, what do you think? Do you like him? He says, well, I've met the other ones. I said, he said, I like him for 2 reasons. He said, I like him because he was a pusher. And what a pusher is, when I was younger, he worked at Operation Push. And I joined Operation Push as a child because of Greg. So he said he was a young pusher with Jesse Jackson. And he said that's one thing he had. And he said, not only can he play basketball, but that he loves the Lord. And when he saw that, he said, so I would give a go for that. And they were close all the way through. My husband passed away in 2013. We were married for 30 years, but all the way through, Greg and him were close, close friends. So I can go on and on about Greg, but he loves youth. He loves, he's smiling now. And one of his favorite phrases were when people would do things for him, he would say, you're so kind. But he was so kind. And he just sacrificed his life to protect me through high school. I didn't tell you all about, I got so many stories I have about boys with Greg protecting me, looking out for me and watching over me. But it was awesome. So I am honored to be here. And I look at you and hear you say your dreams and hopes. And he told me when I went to U of I, he said, you may start off in one area, but just be open, because to determine what you're going to do, Imani, for the rest of your life at age 17 or 18, people ask you, what do you want to be? You don't know. You know what you think you want to do, but be open to whichever way God leads you, because God has a plan for your life. And I just want to leave with you Jeremiah 29:11. It says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for calamity, to give you a future and a hope. So his plans for you is not for your disaster, but it's to bless you. And I can tell you, God has blessed my whole life, blessed me, from humble beginnings. You heard how I grew up and things we went through, but God protected me, guarded me. He's going to do the same thing for you, protect you and guard you. Just remember to love him with all your heart. Okay, that's all I have to say. Yes, I am so honored.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you.
that so much.
So I don't know if that's my brother. I don't know that his number is not 312. I don't know who that is. But I think I'm the only family member on here right now.
I don't know the call either.
Oh, that might be Steve. Because he said he's coming on. Let me see. Is that you, Steve? You're on mute. Because he said he was coming on. Let me see here. Yep, that's Steve. That's my cousin. He graduated from Phillips. That's Steve, but he's on mute. That's him. So maybe he'll come in and talk in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was so funny to hear you say those stories about him, because that was so Greg. Like, if I had a question, I would just go straight to him and just be like, here, tell me what to do. And he would 100% guide me. And then I would, again, because I was green, and I would come with something that he thought was ridiculous. And he was so kind to not tell me how ridiculous it was. But he would just sort of kind of give me a look, and he would just shake his head.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm guessing that this is not going to work. But anywho, I think you.
Yeah.
My grandmother wanted to add something to the conversation.
Sure.
Okay. I can't see her. Can you shift it just a little? There she is.
Hi.
There.
Hi. My name is Dorothy, and like Amani said, I am her grandmother. And I just have one thing to say, and that's just from our family to Mr. Hinton's family, and also to the people on the scholarship committee, that we thank you so much. And it was just really so important because it was an inaugural scholarship. And I told her, asked her, did she know how important that is to be the first one to receive that scholarship? And one thing Amani has said with her graduation this year, that she has seen so many people from Phillips that have been given back, and she said she hopes she can get to the point where she can do that. And so just know that Mr. Hinton is still encouraging people, because he has encouraged her to want to give back also. So thank you again.
Oh, I told you I'm prone to tears. Thank you so much.
It's so good. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for what I know you've impacted her life in an awesome way, So it's nothing like family, I tell you. So that's awesome. That is Steve there. He got his hand up.
Yeah,
saying
he's
hi.
trying. I think, Steve, are you able to? Okay.
I think I'm unmuted.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was great hearing everything. It's great to be a part of this and reflecting on my cousin Greg. As Vanessa know, my family means a lot to me across the board, from brother, sister, mother, father, cousins, all the way uncles. And Greg was really special to me. He was, and I've seen this with other people, he is the consummate mentor. And he was a person who really gave back. I always said about Greg, and I kind of reflected on sports, and I said he threw more assists than Magic Johnson, because he would always help someone. I would see how he moved, and I would always see people come to him either, asking about something or reflecting on when he helped them. And he did the same for me. He basically gave me one of my first jobs through the Urban League for the summer when I was in college. I worked for Sears selling appliance policies for a repair. So when the idea came up to have a scholarship in his name, I thought that was the greatest thing. Just a little bit about myself. And first of all, before I even go further, I would like to just speak to the recipient and let her know that we are proud of her. From my opinion, or I think that this is not a one-time relationship. It's an ongoing relationship. I would like to see every recipient become like family, and we, invest in you as you go further in your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and just to kind of give you a little bit of my background, I am a proud graduate of Wendell Phillips, a graduate of 1981, and I'm also I was inducted into the Hall of Fame. So my picture is on the wall right along with my big cousin, Gregory Hinton. I think I'm probably about half a hallway down from him. So we both are in the Hall of Fame. And the relationship that I had with him was reflective of the fact that when he did get inducted in the Hall of Fame, he was not able to attend because he was working in Washington, D.C. With getting Obama reelected. And he reached out to me to go to Phillips and accept his Hall of Fame induction. So he could have asked many people, and he asked me to do that. And I was so proud to do that for him. And I retrieved his award and delivered it to him. But that was a great experience for me. But I would like to just say that, just really just stay focused on what God has for you, and continue to press forward. Don't let anything distract you, and just continue to operate in the same, operate in excellence as you have done at Wendell Phillips. I walked down the same halls as you, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Phillips, and I'm proud that we are doing this.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. Miss Jones, Amani Jones, correct?
Yes, Amani Jones.
All right. So that is my skill.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I echo those sentiments. You please know that you have a family, and we are a community. We're not in a silo. We're not out here having to do it alone, because we have people that we can call on. And so I was a first generation college student. I didn't know what a bursar was. I didn't know anything going into college. I was just completely green. So there is no such thing as a question that if you have a question, don't feel any kind of way about reaching out. We are all more than willing to support you and to usher you through. Yeah, and I just wish you the best of luck. And I'm going to turn it back over to Monique, because again, I'll start floating down a string.
I just wanted to add, just make sure, Imani, you get our numbers. Stay, if you need to stay in touch, you need someone to talk to. I'm a retired CPS teacher. I love students. So if you need to talk to someone, you get discouraged in college, you want to give us a call. You have, I'll give Don my number. You can call me. I would love to, stay in touch with you. See you through and see your name on that wall, that Hall of Fame wall. One day.
I really appreciate that.
Yes, so that'd be awesome. Okay, I'm done.
Having a village.
That's right. This is your village.
Well, I'll be brief in what I have to say, but really, what I think about this moment, I really think of it being divine. And I truly believe in divine order. So much so that if you go back through Imani's essay, she talked about being a part of the Urban League and participating in the 2024 Ghana trip. Her whole essay is about community service mattering. And her and if you're okay, Imani, I won't disclose some more intimate and personal details, but I want to say some of these things because she truly embodies all of the qualities and characteristics that you all have shared about Mr. Hinton and his heart of service, investing in people. So two brief paragraphs that Imani shared was, this idea of not being able to support myself or do things due to my family's worry is definitely a boulder. I feel as if I have already sort of proven them wrong, which brings me to why this scholarship is important to me. Because I want to prove to myself and everyone else who doubts me that I can do better and become successful, that I do not need my hand held, and that you will learn because we all learn tough life decisions. And just because I think or I act and do things a little different it doesn't mean I should or should not have those experiences. As a human being, I will prove and pull through no matter what. I also believe community service matters in this sense because as a community, you need to pull through and help each other, right? I want to feel safe in my community with people who look like me and who have deep ethnic roots that I would love to learn for myself. This is the student that your scholarship committee selected as the Gregory Hinton first scholarship recipient. And, Imani, when I first read your essay, the emotions for me was so palpable
Oh my goodness.
because you can truly feel um you know especially the opening paragraph, which I won't go into for the sake of time, but you could truly feel your passion. You could truly feel the desire to want to grow and to learn beyond your community, to want to succeed, and wanting to also help pull your friends and family members along with you on this journey. And so, it is an honor to be here today, to witness this moment for so many reasons. But all of the things that I felt when I first talked to Dawn and her peers when they were creating this scholarship, I could not believe that you were the first student that finished this application. You were the first student that finished this
Oh my
application
God.
out of 18 other students that started this application. Only 7 of you finished, and you were the first. And it was
Wow.
truly divine, in my opinion, in my belief, for you to be selected as the recipient. You hit all of the marks for this scholarship. And I truly, truly believe that Greg had a hand in picking, picking you for this scholarship. And so I hope that you know how special you are. I hope that that you do have a village, you do have a community. Phillips is a very strong, vibrant community in and of itself, but you have an extended family beyond that is willing to provide resources and supports and be an ear for you, as you can see, as you take this new journey and this new or begin writing this new chapter. Hopefully you'll get to connect offline with Dawn, because Dawn, I hear, is an awesome storyteller. And I read a little bit about Dawn, and I'll let her tell her own story. But you truly have the opportunity to do something magnificent and great that is going to be not only life-changing for you, but for your family and the Hinton family. To have their support and being able to do that is just truly magnificent. So I will shut my mouth and give Brianna and also LaDon an opportunity. LaDon is the college and career specialist for Phillips High School. And again, Brianna is the college and career coach for Phillips High School. I want to give them an opportunity to talk and speak to, Imani Jones and also the Phillips community.
I'll go first, and I'll let Brianna close it out since she's part of the Phillips team, and I'm sure worked with you very closely Amani, I just wanted to first off congratulate you for this wonderful opportunity and really for taking the time to see an opportunity and run for it. You know, as Monique just shared, sometimes students have these opportunities presented to them and they don't take advantage of them. And so kudos to you for taking the time to take advantage of this opportunity. And I just congratulate you for getting this wonderful scholarship.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know that we here at CPS are here. We are a part of your village, and you will be hearing from us. One of the things I love about how we support our alum is that for 2 years, we reach out to you to see how you're doing, how can we support you, and to really make sure that you're not only enrolling into college, but persisting in college. And so I encourage you to take our phone calls to realize that we too are part of your village and we want to be a part of your success team. So when you see us emailing you, even though you've graduated, please respond. Brianna is one who leads those efforts, and we just want to check in to see how can we too be your support and to help you start this wonderful journey that you're clearly on. And I too want to thank you, Hinton family. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet your family member, but he obviously was a dynamic human being to have walked this earth. And so thank you for continuing on his legacy. And thank you all, Dawn, all of you who are part of the scholarship committee for really having the heart to move forward with this. It is not possible for us to support the students without people like you. So thank you for the idea, thank you for the contributions, and thank you for the commitment to have this vision and to bring it to life. So often our students have a desire to go to college, but they're not able to continue on that journey, oftentimes due to finances. And so thank you for being a part of that much needed equation to college success. And thank you for having the vision and the commitment to really see it through. So we just, CPS, OSTAPA, OCCS, we just thank you for all of your contributions, your commitment, and your love. And so for that, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you and congratulations to you again, Amani. And I will turn it over to Alan.
Hello, everyone. So I won't keep everybody long. Don, you started crying and I was already over here choking up. It's been a very emotional week. But it's students like Amani that definitely kept me going, with me, spearheading and doing this work that I'm kind of new at. Like LaDon spoke to, I do a lot of alumni reach out. So scholarships are just like very important. We're definitely speaking with some of the students. So, I'm really glad that she did accomplish receiving this. And with me just having 101s with Amani, whether we're just talking about school or outside of school, I couldn't see it no other way with her not receiving that scholarship. Just knowing her personality and getting to know her outside of the academics. She's very driven. We always crack jokes. She always told me something that she was working on personally. So I look forward to definitely watching her grow, because I can see that definitely for her. I just want to thank Monique. Me and Monique was in that library, definitely trying to get students to apply and just having outside conversations with the students, kind of seeing where their head were. And then also, I'm always thanking LaDon, who has been leading me through this work. And I just want to thank the entire Hinton family, even from the very first meeting that we had on the phone with LaDon, with even building the scholarship itself. This is something new for me. So I really love the work that you guys are doing. And I look forward to see, like, future recipients receiving that. Definitely. So just thank you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Joanna, did you want to say anything?
I just wanted to again thank Dawn for spearheading this and bringing us all together and making this happen. Like everyone, and again, echo everyone that Amani, we'll all be rooting for you. You have this whole group at your back. So again, congratulations and thanks to everyone who was a part of this.
Thank you.
I've taken everybody's like name and information, but Monique, if I need any contacts, do I contact you or Don?
You can reach out to me anytime.
Okay, I took
Yeah.
everybody's first and last name, and then I think I have y'all emails too as well. Okay, thank you.
And so actually, in terms of next steps, what and if that's okay for us to launch into that, Don? In terms of next steps, so a final email will go out with next steps and expectations for Imani. Brianna and Mark Clayton will be on that email. We do ask that you loop in the principal. We want to make sure that the principal is in communication with the Hinton family and the scholarship committee, because next year, now that Don, this is a relatively new discovery. So Phillips High School actually has one application for all of their alumni scholarships. They initially didn't want the students to complete the individual Hinton scholarship. They wanted them to do the overall alumni scholarship application. However, that date had already passed for them. So your scholarship launched after their scholarship had already application process has been completed. So it's a conglomerate of alumni who a conglomerate of alumni that have created this one scholarship application, and they then from that scholarship application select which students will receive scholarships. And so you will the Hinton family, as well as the scholarship committee, Hinton Scholarship Committee, will have the option to do it, that information with what you want. But in that email will be next steps, and all of the folks that are important in moving this work forward will be on that email, with the exception of the principal. I'll leave that to Ms. Norwood, the college and career specialist, and Mr. Clayton, the school counselor, to have that conversation with the principal. We don't want to overstep the chain of command in that way, and overstep the relationships that are there. And so next steps will be there separate for the scholarship committee and the Hinton family. And then as well as the specialist, the coach, and the counselor. Then there will be another email that will be sent out directly to Imani on next steps in terms of how do we get the check cut to Imani's school. It will be a timeline of events of when she can expect that check to be cut. We'll be requesting information in regards to her course schedule, her financial aid award letter for Northeastern Illinois University. And all of that information will be expected to be uploaded in a Google form by August 29th. And we hope to have the check cut and sent out to the college by October 1st. And so Brianna, Mr. Clayton, LaDon, you all will be on that email as well. So there will be two separate emails with next steps in order of business. And Joanna, of course, will be copied on both of those emails just to make sure that everyone's looped in, that we're not dropping the ball on anything, and everybody's in the know about what next steps are. Are there any questions or concerns at this point?
That sounds good. I did want to just ask Imani, are you doing any internships this summer?
No, I haven't planned on it.
Okay.
I do have one thing. I do have an idea to work with Ada S. McKinley with the mentor, Miss Elsie. So that's a little idea that I have on the side for me.
Well, email me, because my friend happens to work there, so I may be able to help you.
Thank you.
But anytime you have those ideas in your head, reach out to people. Like, don't ever feel like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes we think like that's too far away. Girl, I will stalk Oprah if I feel like I need to talk to her. Like there is no one who's above me reaching out to them, and the same for you. So if you get an idea, an inkling, something pops into your head, reach out to your network, your village, to see how we can support you, because that's what we're here for. Our job is to make sure that we're supporting these ideas that you have to make sure that they can come to fruition. So make sure you email me.
Thank you so much.